Hi, and welcome to AJ's allotment. Yes, I am still here. For those of you that subscribe to me, I haven't vanished off the face of the earth, although you would think I have. So where do I start? I'm not going to bore you with all the details. It's a bit mundane, a bit boring, a bit yada yada yada. But basically, I've had a lot on, and I nearly gave everything up. It was only really yesterday that I made a firm decision that I wasn't going to give it all up. So I've been busy launching my business and working, and that's taken some time up, which I would normally have been spending on the allotments. And then we got broken into. The person who has a house behind me had cut some hedges down and thrown them over, and it really it pushed me to the point where I just thought I can't be bothered. And then I ummed and ahed, but my husband said, you'll regret it if you give it up. So I've come here today with fresh eyes. A couple of days ago we had some Jerusalem artichoke out, and they have really done well. Considering I didn't water anything, I've had quite good harvest, plenty of squash and things like that. So I'm here today to just start afresh and say that I am going to try really hard this year, because I do believe it's not supposed to be a chore, but I also believe that we shouldn't be bullied into using pesticides to get rid of weeds. I shouldn't be bullied into having to force myself to think that I should give it up because I have let it go a little bit. I'm an organic gardener, I'm a messy gardener, and I do my best. I've got 5 kids, a business and a family to run. So this is supposed to be a way of us eating organically and healthy, and that's what it has been doing. So I'm not going to give up easily. And I think this is always a problem. We quite often have our values and our beliefs challenged, and we quite often think that, let me pop outside a minute, quite often think that that's the right thing to do. And through my training as a coach and with my counselling training and everything else, it's really made me evaluate what's important and what's not, and really other people's opinions really are not important. Yes, we can value them and take them on board, but really it's what I want to do, and I want to be an organic gardener for my own health and to benefit myself and my family. So I've had a lot of pressure, and most of it I will say I've put on myself about what I think other people are saying and thinking, and it did make me have to go away and evaluate. We also had some losses. So those of you that know me know that I had 2 boxer dogs, and if you follow me on Instagram you will have seen that we sadly lost Cara, and within a week I lost my auntie as well, which was quite a knock really. It's been really difficult to get over. I know people may think just a dog, but she was my baby, and it's been really, really tough. And so we spent a few weeks nursing her before she died, and it was quite awful actually, far too young, and it's had a knock-on effect. And then obviously my husband's had an operation, so he's been out of order for 3 months. He's still not back to full whack, he's still not back to full fitness. So I have had no one to mow for me because I really struggle with that, and I haven't had that help that I would normally have because I have nobody else who does that for me. So they're not excuses, they're just reasons that have also impacted into why I've had a bit of a break. And when my shed got broken into and my plaques got broken, I felt quite vulnerable for the first time ever on the allotment. I've never felt vulnerable before, and then I thought, I just suddenly felt that, and it all accumulates. But besides that, I've had an okay year. Like I said, I didn't water, even with all this balmy summer we had, and I've had squash, we've had artichokes, we've had salads, we've had kale. We've had quite a good crop, but not as good as we could have had. In terms of beans, I had loads of borlotti beans I've dried, absolutely tons of those, and they're the only beans I've really had because, as you all know, my butter beans didn't even make it past seedling stage, they got eaten. So I've got fresh eyes, I've got fresh ideas as to what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not going to do as many videos as I used to do, but I will pop on as the mood takes, and maybe update you all with what I've been doing. So today I'm literally on the 48, and I'm just clearing over some beds. The borage is done its job. It's acted as a mulch and covered the flower bed really well. So I'm just going to get some weeds out, tidy that area up, put a bit of cardboard down, and just potter about really and get back to it and start to feel comfortable again. So I thought I would just come on and explain a little bit as to where I've been and why I've been missing. And like I say, I've been getting on with a bit of life really, and it's sort of got in the way. Priorities always change, don't they? But I'm back, not with a vengeance, but I am back. So I hope you've all been really well, and I'm going to try and get on and catch up with everybody as well. So just thanks guys for anyone that's continued watching, and it really does mean quite a lot to me. So I'll see you all again real soon.